Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Hadeni Kiwalakunle. For those who are seeing me for the first time, I'm also known as the Scent Nurse. Today, I'm going to be talking about two things in this video: what I wish I knew before leaving my country, and I'll also be talking about how to bring your family as a nurse to the UK. So if you want to know more, definitely you should keep watching. The first thing I'll be talking about are the things I wish I had known, because I don't want any other person to come here and still wishing that they had known this thing. So I want to, let me say that I have come to experience this so that you are still planning will not experience this thing again, so that you will know this. To be forewarned is to be forearmed, right? All right, so in case you can hear an echo from my voice, I'm sorry. It's because I just moved into a new place and it's not filled up yet, and I could hear a bit of echo when talking, so I apologize for that. I'm going to be diving right into the first one: what I wish I knew. I wrote them down so that I will not miss any point. I wish I knew that the cost of living is directly proportional to the salary that you are being paid. Let me explain this. When I was in Nigeria, I got job offers. I used to look at the money as, oh my God, this is a big money. Oh my God, like, because I was busy converting it into naira. I was busy calculating, oh my God, my old salary that I was earning. I think I was busy converting it from pounds to naira. My sister, my brother, don't make the mistake of converting the pounds into naira and thinking that, oh, this is a lot of money. Yeah, if you are working here and living in Nigeria, it's a lot of money. You are going to have a lot of money to spend. Yeah, but if you are working here and you are living here in the UK, my sister, just forget it. So you are getting the salary that is looking like big money. When you come here, you pay for water bill, electricity, gas, council tax, boarding buses. If you have a car, you pay tax. If you have a TV, you pay tax. Yeah, so that is it. As you are making the money, you are also spending it. The cost of living is directly proportional to your salary. Don't make the mistake of converting the salary when you get your job offer. That is number one. The number two thing that I wish I knew is, my sister, UK is actually boring without family and friends. I used to think I can never be bored because I'm a very active person, you know, like I try as much as possible to ginger myself, you know. But when I got here, it was remaining small like this. And my husband didn't follow me. I came first before my husband joined me. Oh my God. It was small like this that you enter depression. You know, because everybody is busy with their life. You know, if you are going to work, when you come back from work, the people that have family, they are giving the time to their family and they are resting. If you are here alone, you don't have family, and you are going to be making new friends. If you don't have a family in the UK, it's actually very boring. So if you are planning to come alone, you must be prepared to devise other means of keeping yourself busy after work, because you can't work 24/7. You are going to be off duty one day, and when you are off duty, you watch movie, you will sleep, you will check Instagram, you check Facebook. What else? So you need to think of what you can do with your off days. Even if you want to take extra shifts, work, you are not allowed to work extra more than 20 hours. So your original work hour is 37.5 hours. and then you put 20 hours extra shift to it, making how many hours? Still cannot work for 7 days in a whole week. You can't. You have that maybe one day that you used to go off duty. It is actually very boring without a family. That's number 2 things that I wish I had known before coming here. Number 3, I wish I knew that you have to do so many things on credit. I wish I knew that I have to have a credit score to have access to so many things. This I discovered after leaving the apartment that the hospital gave to me. I had to look for another house where me and my husband can live because my husband was coming. And then the challenge was, you don't have a credit score, you can't get a house. You don't have a credit score, you can't access this. You don't have a credit score, you can't do this. Like, okay, so let me even start doing this on credit. I had to go and buy a phone. My phone, I had to go and buy. I don't even like the idea. I don't like the idea of doing things on credit because I want to be able to say, this is my money. I'm not owing anybody. Once I collect my salary, I know that the only person I'm owing is God, my 10% tithe. Not that I'll be thinking of how many things that they will be removing. So I wish I knew. I would have prepared my mind, Once I enter like this, I would have gone to the bank and collect overdraft or collect credit card. It wouldn't have been a problem for me. But really, it was not easy. I didn't find it funny. That's the third thing I wish I knew is that the 37.5 hours in a week that they said you are going to be working is actually divided into 12 hours long day shifts, and you will do it 3 times. I mean, they said they will tell you that the total hours that you have to work in a week is 37.5. Yes, it is 37.5. But in my head, I was thinking maybe Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then you go off, or Monday, Tuesday, you go off, or you go Monday, you go off, Tuesday, you go to work. I was thinking it's going to be in a regular pattern or divided into probably 8 hours or something. But you see, 12 hours long day without sitting down. Where are you? How will you sit down? Sit down where? You'll be on your feet. The only time you sit down is when you are trying to document what you have done. You can't be sitting. It's draining, actually. Man, it is draining. I must tell you, I must warn you, so that you build some stamina before coming. What are we now? I don't know which number are we now, so just follow me as I'm dropping them. So the next one, I wish that I had known that there will be a high financial expectation placed on me once I get here. I mean, I got here, not up to 2 months, people started asking me for money. Not even my immediate family, not even my friends, acquaintances, just acquaintances. They will ask you for money. They will request for your head, thinking that money is dropping, or you are walking on the streets of London with money everywhere. You are grabbing money right, left, and center. The money that you think that we are getting here, as you are making it, you are spending it. I mean, no, you are not saving anything, you are spending it. If you are struggling to save, if you are a good person, financial, in fact, you must be working so hard. So I wish I had known that financial expectation would be placed on me. I would have shut everyone out. I wouldn't have announced my movement. Like, I won't say I totally regret revealing that I'm now in the UK, but maybe I would have done it in an exclusive way, like just tell a few people that I wish I wish I could tell, So please, in order to avoid it, you may need to be secretive for at least probably 6 months. When you are finally settled, when you have a house, you now know how the system runs, you have cash to give out, at least maybe small, So I wish I had known that. I would have done that, and maybe I wouldn't have offended so many people. So if you don't want to offend so many people, it is better for you to just do it that way. I wish I had known that some of your own people, some of our own people, Africans, Nigerians, are already here and they are waiting for us to come, and they will exploit us because of our naivety. They will leverage on your naivety. They will see that, oh, this one is JJC, and then they will begin to exploit you. When I wanted to invite my husband to join me, was managed and owned by a Nigerian, and oh boy, I suffered in that house. The heater was not working. I asked before going to that house. No, be say I didn't ask. I asked. I said, how is your heater? At least I knew how the heater was in the hospital apartment that I was. So I asked, I said, how is your heater? And then she said, oh, yeah, it's fine. When it is 6 p.m., it comes on, and then it will be hot it will be warm for you to sleep and wake up, and then it will come back in the morning when you are about to, she painted it like, oh, this is how it is, and it is nice. I said, okay. And I fell for it. And it was a bill inclusive apartment. So I moved in. The first day I moved in, there was no heater. Heater did not come on. And then I called her. Before I could say anything, she just said, oh dear, sorry, the heater got spoiled 2 days ago. I said, oh my God. Heater got spoiled 2 days ago, and you did not deem it fit to tell me before I moved in. And then they did repair it for about 3 weeks in that house. The door got broken within that 3 weeks. They didn't fix it. The electricity, I didn't know that electricity used to go off in the UK. I just woke up. Several days I woke up, there won't be light. Please don't fall a victim. Put these lessons in your left palm so that you will not use them to eat. So that when you are looking for a house, when you get here, you will shine your eyes. You will do what? Shine your eyes, as in very well. Don't say you are going to feel at home because, this is a Yoruba person, this is an Hausa, this is an Igbo. Well, this is not to say you shouldn't trust anybody. But whenever I tell people about getting a house from a Yoruba person and telling them my challenges, they go, oops, you shouldn't have gotten a house from an African, from a Nigerian. Oh my God, they are going to exploit you. A Nigerian will say so. A white person will say so. Asian person will say, they are the worst people to get a house from. Please, I'm not saying you shouldn't trust a fellow Nigerian. I'm saying that you should put measures in place to, when you are getting an agreement, look at it very well. I was given the wrong agreement. My naivety was thoroughly exploited. So look at it very well. Make sure you are getting everything that is for you, that you have the right to get. Don't say you feel at home and you trust without putting measures in place. That's what I'm saying. The final one. I wish I had known that nothing is the same everywhere in the world. Maybe little changes here and there, but you see, the bedpan you are giving in Nigeria, you will still come and give it here. As a nurse in the UK, you are responsible for your patient's safety, patient's care, patient's everything. Patient is at the center of every single thing. So, as a nurse, you are a cleaner, because if you see water on the floor, you are not calling anybody to come and clean it. You are carrying mop and you are cleaning it off. As a nurse, you are carrying bedpan. You are not going to say, the patient will not tell you, I want to use a bedpan, I want to go to toilet, and the patient is not weight bearing or independent. And then you are saying, oh wait, I'll go and call somebody that will do that. You are not calling nobody. You are carrying that bedpan and giving it to the patient. That's number 2. As a nurse here, you serve food. You are a food vendor. You go and dish food and give to patients. As a nurse, this is not because there's no healthcare assistants or domestic staff on the ward, but you can't say you are not doing anything and you will sit down. The only time you are not going to do any of those things is when you are probably serving medication and there is water on the floor. You can say, oh, somebody come and do this because I'm serving medication. You can't sit and cross your leg and be calling people to come and do things because you are a nurse. Just forget it. You are everything. Food vendor, cleaner, nurse, doctor, lab scientist. You are every single thing. Pharmacist. Because you have to make sure that your patient safety, care, everything about your patient is done. So if it means being a cleaner, you do. If it means being a food server, you do. You do vital signs, you carry bedpan, you do everything as a nurse. And that's not to say that you can exclude the things that you must actually do, like serving medication, like the things that you must do, like admission, discharge, serving medication, giving injection, IV. Those are the core nursing things. Please don't think that you are coming to a place where, oh, they value you, and then you are not going to do anything as a nurse. You'll be dulling yourself. So I wish I had known that it is the same thing everywhere. Yeah. So that is that about the part 1. The part 2 is on bringing family to the UK. I must warn you, this is a warning from me to you. If you know that you can actually bring your family to the UK when you are coming as a nurse, that you want to tell your agent that you want to bring your family, especially if you have children, that you want to bring everybody at once, please, by all means, try it. Try your possible best to bring your family with you. Because if you don't bring them with you, be ready to be in the UK without your family for another 6 months, at least 6 months. You are not going to see them, you are not going to have them in the UK. In order to avoid stress, in order to avoid strains on your family and yourself, your work. So that is it. Now, the first thing that you will need to do if you want to bring your family is to concentrate on your OSCE and pass it. Concentrate on your OSCE, pass it once and for all, and then you can begin to think of bringing your family. Number 2, you will have to get your 3 months pay slip. Can you see when I said 6 months at least? Because you will have to gather your 3 months pay slip that will show that you can actually care for the people you are bringing to the UK. Then the second thing you will get is a suitable accommodation. Suitable in the sense that if you are bringing just your husband, both of you can be in one room. Like me and my husband, we were in one room before we moved to a flat, a 1-bedroom flat. So if you are bringing 2 people, maybe your husband and 1 child, depending on the age of that child, you might be allowed to be in 1-bedroom flat, because maybe the child is like 5 months, 6 months, 3 months to 1 year, you can be in the same room. Even probably 2 years, you can be in the same room. But if you are bringing your husband or your wife and probably 2 children of different sexes, as long as they are not the same sexes, they will not be allowed to stay in one room. So you know how it is like that. So you and your husband will be in one room, one boy, one girl in another room. That's three-bedroom flats at least, if you are bringing different sexes with your spouse and you have more than one child. That is it. So it's not even that the home office will not allow you, but even the landlord or the letting agent, once they hear that you have this number of children and a spouse, they won't want to give you a house that will be overcrowded. So you have to let them know that and all of that. So you have to get a suitable accommodation. Another thing, you have to accumulate funds that you will need. This can be your own fund. It can be jointly made, like yourself and your spouse. Your spouse in Nigeria will be making money, keep it. You'll be making money and keep it. It shouldn't be a one person responsibility, actually. So the funds that you are going to be needing, your IHS, your visa money, and your flight tickets, all right? So you need money for all of those. Your partner is probably going to pay the same amount of money you are paying. You paid the same amount of money you paid when you are applying for your own. That's probably the same amount you are going to pay. But during my time, I paid, my money was lower than what my husband paid. I don't know, it was supposed to be the same thing. I think the dollar price was increased, so the money was different. So depending on the exchange rate, it should be within the same range of what you paid for your visa that they will pay. So if you are bringing one person, you are going to need exactly how much you paid. If you are bringing two people, you have to multiply it by the number of people you are bringing. So that is it. So you need to accumulate funds that will be enough for you. Another thing is that you have to think about what your spouse will be doing when they get here. You don't want to put a strain on yourself. You people have to talk about, even this one, you have to talk about it before you leave your home country. What will your partner be doing once they get here? Are they ready to work as healthcare assistant? That's the easiest one to do. Another thing is, are they ready to work as Uber or taxi driver? Because with Uber or taxi driver, you don't need to have your certificate. You don't need to be bothered. Just go there, register, know how to drive, come and do another driving test here, and then you start driving. You make money. It's flexible. It's very nice. Because if you get here and your partner doesn't have a job that is easier to get in the UK, you have to think of alternatives. Because it's not easy for one person to work in the UK and be feeding your family. It's not easy. After you have done all of that and you have put all those things in place, then you start your application, and you can go to their website to look for the documents that you will be needing, because they will ask you for evidence of your relationship. They will ask you for your English test. They didn't ask my husband for English test. Just go to the home office page, look for the document that you'll be needing, gather your documents, start your application, and keep working, keep praying till you see your partner, because people have been denied, sometimes I don't know the reason. They deny some family, they allow one child, they deny the other. But when you gather all your documents before applying, it will be easy for you. Pray, work, and keep hoping that you will see your family. If you are in the UK and you are not a nurse and you are open to friendship, please say hi in the comment section. If you are a nurse and you brought your family here already and you have a simpler process, please drop your comment. Let other people see how easy it can be. Please, I almost forgot this. Please don't be carried away with London. London. There are places that are not close to London and they are still called London. They are equally as expensive as London. If you have your way, please find your way to the northern part of the England or the Midlands, or move out of England totally. Move to places like Scotland, like Northern Ireland, I don't know, Wales. They said you have to learn how to speak Welsh. But if you can and you have to be in England, please find your way to the northern part, find your way to the Midlands, find your way to be far away from London. It is actually very expensive. Don't be fooled by you will see Yoruba people, you will see Hausa, you will see Igbo. It will be like Nigeria. It will never be like Nigeria. The weather alone can make it be like Nigeria. That is one thing. And another thing is that cost of living in London and its environment is actually very, very expensive. If you are willing to make money, to save money, please find your way to the northern part of the England. Houses are easy and cheap, very cheap in other parts of England, but this London part, housing is really, really a difficult task. It's expensive and very small, ancient self. So please don't be fooled by London. Once they give you places, go and Google it, search it. Ask questions. If you can make it easy for yourself by asking questions, that would be really nice. So thank you so much for watching. My name is Adenike. For those who don't know me, as I said earlier, please follow me, like this video, share this video with people who are aspiring to move out of their country, and also let's socialize. Follow me on Instagram, I follow back. And what else? Don't forget to drop your comment if you have any contribution, if you have simpler way, if there is something you wish you had known and you go to the UK and you are just knowing it. Please try to drop your comment. Thank you so much for watching. See you some other time. Bye.